Hey guys, this is Misaella. Today we're going to do a review on Punnett squares, and we're going to use examples on cats. Remember that different forms of a gene are called alleles. Phenotypes are physical appearances, and genotype are the set of genes or alleles that an organism possesses. Some alleles are dominant because they control the characteristic whenever it is present, and some of them are recessive because they only show when it is present on both chromosomes or when the dominant allele is not present at all. You also know that genes are on chromosomes, that chromosomes come in pairs, one from the mom and one from the dad, that each chromosome inside of it contains genes, and that each gene will code for a particular characteristic, and that variations of the same gene are called alleles. For example, in the color of hair, that would be the gene, the alleles or the variations are the brown, black, blue, green, etc. So let's do an example of Punnett squares in cats. Cats have long hair that is dominant over short hair. I'm going to introduce to you my cat Tabata. She has very long hair, and we mated her with a long hair, purebred cat. She had a litter of 4 kittens. Now the litter was supposed to turn up like that kitten on the bottom. But what was our surprise, because all of them had short hair. I paid a lot of money specifically for this beautiful long hair purebred cat genes. Shouldn't all of the kittens be like their parents? Well, let's see what we know about dominant and recessive allele. Long hair will represent it with an H, and it is dominant. And other alleles will be recessive, like having short hair, and will represent it with a lowercase a. We need to think about the possibilities. Is it possible that one of the parents is not purebred? Because remember that a cat that has both dominant genes will have long hair, and a cat with both recessive genes will have short hair. But a cat that is not purebred, that has an ancestor with short hair, we know that as a hybrid because he has long hair, but he carries both long and short genes, and we represent it with an uppercase H and a lowercase h. Here's an extra point question. Remember when we talked about the egg and the sperm mixing to produce a baby? Do you remember what was the scientific term for the word baby? It started with a C. Zygote. Zygote is the scientific name for a baby, and we also have some other scientific terms. For example, homozygous means purebred, and a homozygous dominant will have both purebred uppercase. A homozygous recessive will have both purebred lowercase. But a hybrid will be an heterozygous because hetero means different and zygous means baby. And it will be represented with an uppercase H and a lowercase h. So let's assume that one cat is not purebred. I'm going to assume that my cat is purebred and the other cat is not purebred. Here we can see the possibilities, but in all of these possibilities, notice that there's a 50% chance of having purebred long hair and a 50% chance of being a hybrid. But remember that the hybrid still shows the long hair. So what happened to my cats? Because all of my cats were short hair, lowercase, lowercase, and that is not represented here. So now we have to assume that both cats are hybrids. So now that we can assume that both cats are hybrids, something interesting happens. We can see that there is a chance. There's a 25% chance that the kitten will have short hair. Now this is individual for each kitten. It happens every time that a kitten is conceived. In the case of my kitten litter, every single chance that a kitten was conceived, all of the cats fell under the 25% chance. All of them were lowercase h, genotype, and short hair. Let's estimate the percentages of genotype and phenotype for every single kitten in this litter. Here we have them. We can estimate the phenotype as follows. The percentage of phenotype will be 75% having long hair and 25% having short hair. We can also estimate the genotype. This would be the letters. Here we have the 25% of the alleles uppercase H or homozygous dominant, 50% of the hybrid uppercase lowercase or heterozygous, and 25% of the homozygous recessive. Now we know that alleles are different forms of the same gene, that phenotype is the physical appearance of the organism, genotype the set of alleles that an organism has, homozygous when two alleles are identical, and heterozygous when the two alleles are different. Here's an extra credit for you. Check around your neighborhood to find the genetics of your feline friends. Bring a picture and write down the genotype and the phenotype of what you figured out your cat is. And here's some of the genes for cats, but you can find out so much more if you search on the web. Uppercase S will be some white hair, while lowercase s is not having any white hair at all. Very interesting is the calico, the one that has 3 colors, because it appears when a cat has 2 X chromosomes, meaning when it's a female. Males, however, sometimes have 3 colors. This is a case of a male that doesn't have just an X and a Y, but has an X, and a Y. And agouti is an interesting condition in which the hair starts of one color in the roots and changes as it reaches the end. Agouti will be dominant over non-agouti, which will be recessive. This is all about cat genetics. Good luck and show me what you find. Have a great day.